And you may need a flat, I like these synthetic brushes because they give nice, soft, smooth lines. The Bristle brush is good for tapping, okay? So you can use a Bristle brush. So get a Bristle brush, different sizes, because I don't know how big your canvas is. Mine's 16 by 20, and I have a liner brush here too. So, you know, as you go along, you'll pick out different brushes, but if you have 3 of each synthetic Bristle liners, then you should be ready to go. To draw your tree, you can use chalk or pastel. I find the chalk wipes off easier than the pastel. So we want to do a tree so that we're leaving enough room for a swing, all right? So we want to leave room for a swing. So we'll take the tree and we're going to bring it down nice and close into the grass here. We want a huge tree, right? We want a really big tree. So I think we'll come over here. Really want a nice, big, chunky tree. And we will come up about here. And we'll come up. I want to make a nice, that will be, let's see. First of all, we want to get the trunk, right? The trunk is going to be nice and wide. So we get a nice wide trunk. We can change that if we want to, if we don't like it. We've got a nice trunk coming off of here. And then we want the tree to kind of thin out the top here. So we go up here like that. And then we will be putting some trunks off the tree. Right, we'll put off as many as you want. You might have another one. Now we need another one here. Well, that would have that one, and then we will. I want to have a knot, and I want to have a trunk that comes up and over, so that the swing comes off of here. Okay, so we want a nice trunk here. Nothing that's going to break. We got a swing, right? So we just put our swing here and we'll worry about that after. So we got to start it. Now, let's fill it in with some paint and see how it looks. Now we're going to add a little extra paint to our palette. I'm going to add some burnt Sienna. This is for the tree, and some burnt umber. Okay, so if you don't have burnt umber and you just have brown and black is good. See how the difference between burnt sienna and burnt umber? Burnt umber is really dark brown. So, and burnt sienna can have yellow and red in it, and lightens it up. So you can have one or the other. So make sure you got all the limbs on that you want. If you're not sure, you can put them on any time. Right? You can put them on any time. You can put more here if you want them. You know. Just have a look around and see what, what you would like on. Right? Just kind of play around with it to see what you like. Lots of limbs. So you take limbs off of limbs, right? So you got a limb or a branch comes off of here. Then you take another branch off of that and a branch off of that. And then we'll add smaller limbs with the liner brush. It might look funny there now, but we'll go with our burnt umber. Burnt umber and our flat synthetic brush. Because remember I was saying synthetic brushes, they're nice and soft, give nice soft. So that's what I want. I want nice soft. There we go. Soft strokes. And if it leaves streaks, that's great because trees that are kind of streaky. And we get that edge there. To get a straight edge, just pull down. Whoops. So you almost need to double load your brush, which means put paint on both sides of your brush. And pull down. You can have a nice little edge on your... See, because we're going to be putting grass and stuff there. Now you can use black for the center here. So I'm going to use my burnt umber because I didn't put any, and blue. That'll give you a really, ultramarine blue will give you a really almost black, maybe a little bit of red. And what else? What else? I think that'll do it. Nice and dark, almost black, but you can use black, it's okay. So I'm going to use that nice dark color here and make a nice round, big old go. As long as it's darker than the brown. Okay, now he's got to fill in that other side there. My burnt umber because that's the tree. I'll show you how to make that come out. How that stands out. I'll show you that in a minute. Now all this is still wet. And I had it dry. I had the whole background dry. So this is just wet paint. I didn't mist it with anything or put any anything on it to keep it wet. So that looks good. Give those nice shapes to those edges there. See those edges here? Make sure they're not just straight. They're like when they're coming out from the tree, they got kind of a curve in towards the tree, right? Like this one here. Probably bring that a little bit more just to give it a part of the tree like that, you know. So just have a look for those edges there. and make it look like it's part of the tree. It's coming off the tree, so I want it to look like it's coming off the tree, right? Like that. Good. So let's add a few smaller branches. Let's add some burnt sienna, a bit of burnt umber, a bit of liner brush here. Just gonna add, I don't know, just figure out where we want them. You can have as many as you want, but you don't want to overdo it, you know what I mean? Like, let's just get some of those off of there like that. So to make this stand out, we can make sure it's nice and dark. If it's not dark enough, you can always put black there. I want to make sure it's nice and dark. I'm just using a liner brush I'm going to outline it. And you can always shape up the knot there, big old knot. So I'm going to add white, just white to my brush. And I'm going to pick around here, we'll say the light is in here. But you'll see that when you put that little light in there, that's going to really make it stand out. So to make this stand out, we can make sure it's nice and dark. If it's not dark enough, you can always put black there. I want to make sure it's nice and dark. I'm just using a liner brush I'm going to outline it. And you can always shape up the knot there, big old knot. So I'm going to add white, just white to my brush. And I'm going to pick around here, we'll say the light is in here. But you'll see that when you put that little light in there, that's going to really make it stand out. So just make sure you get enough paint on the top of your brush and pick a spot where you want to add the light. Good. So, I'm just going to add a little bit more over here. And I'll probably lighten that up again after. But we're doing good. So that makes the hole deeper now, see? Makes it nice and dark. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some colors, maybe a bit of blue, a bit of burnt sienna. I'm just going to put them, now this one here, I like to have that come in here, so I'm going to highlight it. So I'm just using the chisel edge of my synthetic brush. I'm going to decide where I want that trunk to be seen. Okay, so I'll do it around here somewhere. Now just blend in with the tree. And then I'll just add some more highlights. So we want to separate, we want to make sure you can see the highlights So just use your white, burnt sienna, a little bit of blue, maybe a little bit of red, doesn't matter, as long as it's lighter than what you already have on the tree. The tree is nice and dark with the burnt umber. And we're just going to add some of this here just to define that. Blend in with the tree. We have some coming down here. Using the chiseled edge will help you get those nice highlights and in the right place. If you get it too light like that, then we'll fix that up after. We can just always add more dark. But the chiseled edge, see how the chiseled edge is giving you those really nice shapes? Start at the top here, because it's going to be darker underneath. You have to remember where your shadows are, okay? But we don't worry about it right now. Just get on what you can. But see, I made too much there, see? So what I'll do is I'll put some of my burnt umber back in there. But we're trying to establish the shape of the tree now too. I'm just scrubbing it on as if I'm cleaning off my brush. I'm going to take a bit of my burnt umber and put that in there too. So you might have to go back and forth with your colors, okay? Alright. Now, a bit more burnt umber. I think that might be a little bit too light. And you can go back in when it dries also, because while it's wet it may not get as dark as you'd like it. Good. And now we'll go back with the lighter colors. It's okay if your brush is dirty, because now you're going to lighten it up anyway. A little bit of blue, a little bit of red even. So, you know, get a bunch of colors and you won't get mud. You know, you'll get nice colors. Another nice color combination. And I'm going to try not to mix it completely, okay? Very gently pulling over those colors. Pulling over. And then, chiseled edge. So on top of all your branches. That defines them, see, it gives better shape. Okay, a bit more white, come drag it into your colors. And the white will help you get that. Like I said, don't worry too much, you can always fix it after. Put too much on, or if you don't put enough on, we can always go back and forth, alright? Same with over here. Just start anywhere that you're comfortable. But start on the top, because you want to keep some shadow there on the bottom, see? So start on the top of the branches. And just little short strokes, whatever you're comfortable with, just as long as you don't cover up all the darks. thank you so much for painting along with me today, and you can subscribe and share and like, and that way you will be able to get notified of my new upcoming videos. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.